guess who's back? After a very long 2-year break. So welcome to my epic comeback. If that's what we're gonna call it. Thanks to the pressure of 2 people in my life to bring back my Flosstube. I've been wanting to, I'm just so busy. But here we go. It's gonna be a little messy and chaotic today because I don't have a rhythm again, and I'm just gonna go for it. So I'm Brandy with BeStitchMe. I am in my shop today, and at the end of the video I could give a quick little shop tour, but I'm gonna jump into it. I have a lot of projects that I start. No finishes, not my thing, I guess. I will have a finish this year. I know I said that 2 years ago, but this will be the year. I did take a break from stitching for a year to stitch a model for a designer, so I didn't get any personal stitching done in that year. But I'm back at it and have a lot of stuff I want to stitch and am working on. So I guess I'm just gonna continue this Flosstube thing again. So I'm gonna jump into my chaos of what I'm stitching. I prefer, so my go-to fabric anymore, like it was even weave, now I just fell in love with 32 count Opal linen. I still love even weave, I'll use it. And then if I have to stitch something on Ada, I still always go back to like the 14 count because that's what I stitched on for over 2 decades. So, but I have just been loving the linen. Okay, so my first project, I only have the pattern. I don't have, if I can find a little snippet, I will include it. It is Hot Cocoa Was Calling by Cherry Hill Stitchery. This was in the BeStitchMe winter box last year, and I have it on 32 count Opal linen Hot Cocoa. And I have just started the top of it. The pattern says snow is falling and hot cocoa is calling. I have swapped out some of the colors for my silk colors and still have some DMC. So I hope you get this one. Hey, this is small enough. I can get this one done this year. Let's see. There are a few patterns that I have made some very sad decisions on. Well, not sad, I guess it's good. But I made a decision to swap out the fabric after I've already started. So I'm a little sad. Not really, it'll be way better. Not sad at all. Okay, and so one of those is the Cathedral Woods Goddess by the Mirabilia Designs. I originally started, I apparently am shedding and I have my hair everywhere. Sorry. Anyway, so I started on this piece of granite, oops, forever ago. And this is one that I have been pulling out time to time because I so want to get it done. But so yesterday my husband and the kids voted, because I pulled it out because I was trying to get all my stuff I am working, that's in my work bin, that I'm currently working on, but I just don't love the fabric anymore. So with the vote, which I agree, I wanted a little bit crazier, but everyone was like, no, the fabric's so busy, the pattern's already busy, go with something. So we went scroll. I'm good with this decision. I love scroll. It's a new color. It was one of the fabric of the month in 2021, so I think last year. But it just now made it to the shop. It's beautiful, it's fun. It'll be perfect to restart this on, and I am not that sad. So, me and this one have had some problems. The triangles, so on the patterns, one goes one way, one goes the other, and I was not paying attention. And I had already frogged almost this whole project before because I didn't pay attention to the triangle direction and how to redo it. So why not one more time? This will be beautiful on scroll. Much better decision. I think I've had that problem with as many amazing fabrics that I've had recently. Some things that I started are just like, well, I could do it better. This is another one. So this is the Christmas Mousse. This was a kit I bought. I don't know, I think I found it like on Etsy. I know that's not where it's from, but I've been wanting to do this one for a long time. And I dyed a piece of Ada because it originally came with Ada. But when I was going through it last night, I haven't stitch that much of it, so it's no big deal. I really wanted to do it on a piece of 32 count linen Opal Winter Blues, and I think it'd be so much prettier. So no big deal, I'm gonna make that switch. I think these were the only two projects that I was like, I have to switch it. I've just really fallen in love with the linen, and I don't mind stitching on the Aida, not at all, but I now have a new favorite, and it has to sparkle. So what do we got next? I'm kind of ashamed to bring this one out. I almost don't want to. Okay, so a year of celebrations. This was the one I was working on when COVID hit, because it was the one I was taking in my car when I had to go sit in the pickup line for the kids, and then I never had to do that again. So, year of celebrations started. I have worked on this since then. I have pulled it out this year and tried to get January done. I need to just pick like a day a week and work a little bit on it, but oh, that's okay. So this is the year of celebrations, and then when season 2 came out, I was like, okay, I think it's when season 2 came out, I was like, I need to just go stitch it again. Because on season 2, I absolutely adore October. The pumpkin is so cute. Well, I like them all, but I really like October. So I have enough space where I could also put season 2 down here, because this fabric is huge. It's on a piece of 28 count. I don't think I ever made this fabric color official, but I think it was Portobello. I have to go look at my notes, but so I'm going to add this into my rotation so I could get some of it done. Hopefully by next year I could have both of them done. It would be nice. I'd love to have it finished this year. Okay, this one I got, oops, that's all crinkly. I got this year when I went to Nashville. This is from Luhu Stitches. It's Hunter's Orchard. And I've converted all of the thread to BeStitchMe. And I've started on, I'm assuming that's a peach in the middle. I've started on that. I don't know how far I'm zoomed in because I'm so far away right now, but I plan on getting this done because I wanted it to be a model for my shop. So, and this is done on autumn. I was gonna do opal, but I thought it was just too sparkly, which I know that's not really a thing, but it didn't go with the pattern, so just 32 count linen for that one. I don't even know if there's anything in here. Oh, yes I do. I do not have the pattern or the cover with me, but I will, I'm gonna pause. Okay, I have the pattern at home because this is one I am working on diligently. Dreaming of Van Gogh by Barbara Anna Designs. I love this piece. So this is the chart. I have switched out all the thread to BeStitchMe Silks, and it's looking great. I did have to change one of the blue tones because it blended in with the night sky on this 32 count even weave, but no big deal. It looks gorgeous. This is my one I want to work on every night till it's done. So there will be a finish this year. There will be. I just love this pattern. And it looks perfect on night sky. Dun, dun, dun. This is the, see, I'm not prepared. The Year in the Woods. So I started with the fox. Come up a little bit closer. So there's the fox. This is on the 40 count Verdal. and it's on Gray Magic. So I did dye a whole set of fabric for this because I wanted to stitch it, and I was so excited I finally made it to the fox. But so I got the Gray Magic for the winter, and then the spring. What's next? Is it, hold on, I gotta think. Meadows for the spring colors, Spirit of the Forest for the summer, and then winter is Dusty Cottage. So this has to be one of my favorite fabrics too. I love it. And I don't know what last two patterns are going to be released, but I'm really, really hoping for a Mousse. So that would just make my day. And then I'd stitch a lot faster to get this done so I can get to it. I have all my patterns for these ones at home because these are ones that I stitch often. All right. I don't want to bring this one out either. I've had this one in the works forever. It's supposed to be a Christmas gift for my husband like 3 years ago. He still doesn't know about it. And I only pull it out once in a while. It's on 14 count, loose wine, Ada, and I guess on nights like I'm super tired and don't want to look at the linen or put glasses on, I'll just whip this guy out. So this was from Fiddlesticks AU. I bought the pattern on Etsy. It's a Goonies pattern. I really don't have that much more left. I just some of the fun detailing on the edges and to finish the year. So I could see this being a finish too. I could have two finishes this year. Let's see, this is a Waxing Moon Designs, the Witch's Brew Pub. I'm trying to not pull out the pattern. I just started it on a piece of scrap purple Ada because I thought it would look best on that. So I am doing the top part, then I'll have to find another fabric for the bottom, but I'm gonna do the one that says Witch's Brew Pub, pick your poison. I just found a scrap piece and thought this looks good. Purple always looks good. Getting there. This one I started yesterday. I didn't get that much stitching in, so it's kind of sad, but I went into like an ultimate clean mode and decided to clean instead of stitching. I got like an hour in. So it's the Alf Forest embroidery kit, the Turtle Quaker. I'm gonna take it out so you can see the fabric. I dyed a piece of fabric from the silks that I had dyed. I literally just like stopped stitching and threw everything in here. I plan on stitching it more tonight. It's freaking gorgeous though. So it's just like some of the tones that I used in the silk for this Turtle Quaker. And I I got the pattern like a PDF and I dyed up all the silks and they are gorgeous. Let's see if I can take them out. It's a little messy, but one of them's Tree Hugger. I think one of them was Wetlands. One's Tide. It's not released yet, but they're almost a perfect match for the Turtle Quaker, and they're so pretty. So I plan on probably stitching more of this tonight, but I also want to start the dark clean of the earth. I don't know what I'm gonna work on. There's too many options. Let me put this in a bag. And the next, I literally just, I need a bag, project bag for, well that reminds me, I got a big thing over there. Okay, getting sidetracked. So Autumn Lane This is Serena Sprout. I hate that all my patterns are PDFs because, wait, shoot, I need a hard copy. I got it, hold on. Still here, trying to find it. Serena Sprout. So, I started stitching her on Garden Party, and she looks fabulous. I can see my cat has made a visit to my cross stitch. So I love the Garden Party. I think she's gonna look really good with the purples and greens. So I'm excited to get this one finished. It also has my thread with it because I've been stitching on it. I have not made any progress with this, but I'm in a constant debate of what to do with the fabric for this Owl Forest Atlantis. I had restarted it, so I started it on their fabric that came with the kit. I decided I didn't like it, and then I dyed a similar piece of my own, but now I seen somebody stitch it on a reef, and it's so amazing that I want to start again, but I don't know if I'm going to have enough of their thread, so I might have to dye it my own, but I don't know. The piece is huge, but so this is my Atlantis, and I'm still in debate whether I should restart it on another piece of fabric or go with this. I like this piece, I have no hate for it, but I'm really debating if I should switch it to a piece of reef on even weave, because then it would still be nice and light and it wouldn't look too busy like it would on a piece of linen. I don't know. I'll probably go back there and switch it. So, I don't know. Keep moving this piece of fabric around. Alright, what is this? Oh, I haven't started that. That's good. That's the Supernatural Sal from Luhu Stitcher. I plan on getting that started. Put that there. I'm doing mine on I'll just grab it out, even though I should have stuck it in this file. I'm doing mine on a piece of Ledger, 30% Opal linen. Because I also did the Cryptid Sal on Ledger too, so I was hoping that they would match, and they will. I love it. I think this is one of my favorite neutral fabrics. Kind of looks old and dirty. Octavia left me a beautiful sticker. Huckleberry Farm. I had to restart this. I still kept the same piece of fabric. There was an issue, or I'm retarded and can't count. Pause. Great. This is the Huckleberry Farm. I had to restart this because I messed up on, I remember I started this when I was visiting my mom, and I thought I counted correctly, and then when I took it out, I got all the stitching done. I think I could count, but I made the border, I don't know what I did wrong, but maybe her house was too dark, I wasn't paying attention, everybody was there, and so now I had to restart it. I just flipped it over, and I'll worry about frogging later. I didn't know how to do it yet, but this is accurate now, so it'll fit on this beautiful piece of fabric. I love it. So this was my original Huckleberry that I made for this, because this one has a little bit of gray thrown in. But honestly, just a regular Huckleberry would be perfect too. I don't know why I felt the need to throw that gray in, because Huckleberry would be perfect. Anyway, so Huckleberry Farm by the Blue Flower. It's on a piece of 30% Opal linen. I love stitching this one, and I hope to finish it now that everything's fixed on it. I won't have to restart it. What happens. I do late night stitching. I could stitch in the morning when I'm alert. Oh, this was the cryptid style from the Witchy Stitcher. It's already over with, but I have just started it, and I'm still working on my border. So, this is also on a piece of ledger to match with the Supernatural one that I have probably just stitched them together. I mean, because that's what I'm doing with Autumn Lane, because I had to restart the Dark Queen of the Sea because I made a better piece of fabric, and I was like, well, I'll just redo it when I start the Dark Queen of the Earth. Oh, the truth. It's taking me forever to do this. Hey, but I'm doing it. Maybe next year I'll give it to my son. Okay. So this was a free pattern from Stitch Life 2 years ago. Yep, Stitch Life magazine released a pattern, and it was called True Colors. So I did a custom piece of fabric for my son instead of like a rainbow one. And this is as far as I've gotten. It says, I see your true colors shining through. What is the rest of the say? And that's why I love you. So I meant to give it to him this year, but he knows it's in progress. He doesn't know what it is yet. But so Cove, don't watch this video. I don't think my kids would watch my Flosstube. I couldn't imagine it. If they did, they would just come back, make fun of me, and be like, I cringed the whole time you were talking. Oh. Speaking of, here is the Autumn Lane. I know I put it in a turtle bag. The Autumn Lane Sal for the Dark Queen of the Earth. I have not started stitching it yet, but I have my fabric, so I could show you that. So this is Middle Earth. It kind of pulls the best of both. It's peach and some beige and definitely some green. So it's beautiful. I need another roll of frame. I don't want to stick this in a Q-snap, but I feel like I'm out of frame. So I think I'm going to start this one tonight instead of working on my turtle. I don't know. I should just, I don't know what I'm going to stitch tonight, but this is up there. I have all my threads at home. I did snag this piece since I didn't have this one of the specialty threads. I picked off the cob, I think, for the yellow in that first part that was released that I think will work perfect for it. It's so hard to be patient for everything to come in. Oh, my tag fell off. I don't know what this is. This must be it. Enjoy the Sunshine. So this is a stitch along that Tempting Tangles had done a while ago, and she often releases many stitch alongs. I cannot talk today. So let's see. I did it on lemon, and I got this one at home. I started this corner. That's all I got. But it is back in my rotation, so we'll see how much progress I make in the next couple months. So I did use the Dinky dies for this. So that's what I have. Not in my bag because it's at home in my little stitching cubby, which it should be in this bag. Oh, we're getting there. I did, what's this? Dreaming Girl by Barbara Anna. One of my favorite designers, so. You will probably see a lot of stuff come through now that I have stitchy time. Hopefully some finishes, but I am the queen of starting things. I noticed something when I was looking at this last night. So I just did it on a random, I think like this may have been Escape that I did a couple years ago as an exclusive. But I feel like I started to frog something up top, so I don't know if I messed up. I need to go back and look and see what I've done. But I think it goes this way. So I don't know what I've done. I need to go look at it. I pulled this out to work on too, so I could maybe finish it as I'm doing the Dreaming of Van Gogh That pattern's amazing. So I want to do all of the dreaming of. And then I seen she had a new Sal coming out too. I don't think I have enough stitching time for all these projects that I want to get done. Wonderful. Okay, but that I haven't worked on it forever, so I'm not even going to bring it out. I might. Okay, so that's all what I'm, like, in my currently to stitch what I'm stitching tote. And all this stuff I'm bringing also to that tote because I want to work on it. Variety, spice of life, right? So this is a pattern. So this bag, let's first on that. This bag is from Lynn Stitches Creates, I think is what it is on Instagram. But her bags are wonderful. Oh my god, I kept her card in there so I remember. But I love this. I love her bags, but I'm not a huge vinyl front person because I have found sometimes my patterns will stick to them. So, so this is Starry Skies by Cherry Hill Stitchery, and I just grabbed a piece of the 32 count Opal in a night sky. This will be perfect on it. And I just need to go grab the threads off the wall, and I'll be ready to start this. Maybe I should start this. I want to stitch all the things. I'll set this here so I remember to go grab those threads. I don't know what this is because I don't have a tag on it. Oh, okay. If you are my daughter, Yahnina, please turn away right now because this is a surprise for you, but I wanted to share it. I'm still debating on fabric though because I really don't want to stitch on a dark green. So my daughter is obsessed with this pattern. Every time she walks past it in the shop, she tells everybody, this is the best little pattern. So I'm going to stitch it up real quick for her and give it to her. But I'm kind of hung up on fabric. I have like this little scrap piece of a 28 count even weave or peanut butter cup from the candy box. So I think either one I go with will be perfect because I pulled my own thread. So I got vanilla bean for the, I'm gonna set this right here. So I got vanilla bean, espresso, chinchilla, off the cob, and swamp. And then I'll just pull a piece of cauldron for the black. Oh, I'm missing a red too. I have to go grab a red. Or I'll grab Aries. That's a nice red. So, and pink. I know I probably have them all pulled. I had dropped it because I think I got startled when they stopped in yesterday and I was trying to organize this, but I have it. I know it's in back. So I just don't know if I should do the brown, which I think is fine, or something a little fun. This has a little bit of green. I guess like a berry purple. I mean, they both look fine. I don't think it matters. I'm just trying to decide what to do. I mean, the brown looks fine against it, so the red. So that's my debate. I'll let you know when I start it, what I decide. It'll honestly probably be thin. Other than these two fabrics, knowing me, I'll go find something even better. I think I did take a piece of Gogh even weave home, so that may have been my final decision. And it may have not made it to the bag. I had been debating what to do for this. So I wanted to be perfect because she talks about it all the time. So I wanted to give that little surprise to her. Okay, and here is I've started it. I think I've already got rid of the piece of fabric. But then this is the Dark Queen of the Sea Sal by Autumn Lane, which they did last year. And I dyed a better piece of fabric, so now I'm gonna do it on this. This was just a random piece that I'd done for a Friday fight night, which includes like the blues and purples. I might even have a better piece of Leviathan too. I don't know. But this one was it. So I'm restarting it on this. But I didn't get very far anyway, I just got the fishies done. So I am not gonna, whatever I decide for fabrics, that's it. Just stop it. Because what's that, 3 projects you're starting? Okay, so this one is Carolyn Manny Design Fairy Square. I don't have like all my threads and all the good stuff because I took it home last night. I intended to start it before I got into my cleaning mode. So I'll be starting this one this week. I think it's super cute. I just have a dark piece of gray even weave 32 count that I think these colors, when I looked at them last night, were really gonna pop on. So I'm very excited to get this one started. And Yahnina even made me a mushroom bag to go with it. So. And this one I don't remember if I started. So this is from the Tiny Modernist. This is the, let me call it the pattern. The Moon Bell Pole. I am doing mine on 32 count Opal in a Night Sky. Got enough projects on Night Sky right now. I don't want to do any more. Can't remember if I started this. I have been just back and forth with colors. So the actual pattern is pretty basic on the colors, but what am I doing? So I got grays. I got the moons covered. I just said I can't decide. Oh, I'm gonna do the trees in evergreen. So it's a dark green and a lighter green instead of black. And then I've been debating on the border. I put too much thought into things. I should just freaking stitch them. Instead of doing black, because it just won't be like, it just won't show up very well on the fabric anyway. Like, I mean, I guess it doesn't on there either, but I thought about doing Nexus because it's super fun. So, and I mean, all these colors look good on it. I even pulled out some witchy. Yeah, I don't want that. So yeah, I'm probably gonna do Nexus and then just change the trees also to evergreen. So I have this ready to go. I pulled it out back and forth. I tried to start stitching it, but I was like, I don't know which border I want, but I think just talking it out, I think Nexus, or I got the coloring in there for black would be perfect. So doing that on Night Sky. So what's that? 3 projects now on Night Sky. I didn't think I'd have such a hard time seeing the darker blue, but I actually do. When I started the Dreaming of Van Gogh, I was like, I'm so glad I didn't do it on Opal. Here we go. And then this one, I just cut it up because I want to get it done. Literally just grab the fabric. It is 28 count, but I might, no, 28 will be fine. I haven't stitched on 28 in forever. So I got 28 count coconut shell for Tudor Ermine. This is a blue flower design. Super cute. I am just going to do DMC threads for this one. Well, actually, I'm going to pull BeStitchMe silks and probably do just the DMC white, since my white is like a bone white and not super bright white. We'll see how it looks. It might be fine on here, but I can't wait to get this one started. I've had this one kitted up for some time now. I think it's the beginning of the year. And this one, this was Nina's first project bag test. She's greatly improved. This is ink circles. This is I think an older pattern, but okay, what am I doing? Northwoods, ink circle Northwoods. I seen somebody in the group post their finish for this, and I had to go out and grab it right away. So I'm doing mine on toast. This is a 32 count Opal even weave. And then instead of the red, I wanted to see how the green looked. So I'm gonna do the black and green instead of the black and red on toast. I think it'll look good. So I'm not a super huge fan of red, so I wanted to swap that out with green. And I thought that would be good for kind of like woodsy, and it would go well with the fabric. What else did I do? Kit it up. I let's see, this Madame Chantilly Black Cat. So I just have a scrap of a small cut of the Autumn on 32 count Joblin. It's been kitted up for some time. I was hoping to get that done this month. So that'd be like 3 finishes, I'm predicting. Yeah, I think it's, I wonder how big it is. I can't, oh, it's a lot bigger than I thought. 167 by 138. But that's the plan. And using all BeStitchMe silks. I got a lot of projects I like to start. This one I am going to start this month. These are all my intended starts, so like every night, here's a new rotation. I am doing the Prairie Schooler, the 4 Seasons on Cinnamon. I love this pattern. I think you'll look, it's almost a wonderful match on this. So I'm doing mine on 32 count Opal linen, surprise, surprise. I'm so excited to get this started though. So that'll be started this week. And this was one of the project bags from last year's autumn box. I have a lot of plans. I'm excited to see how much I get done before I come back and record again. This I have kitted up the Baba Yaga by Autumn Lane. This was done on Catacombs, so super easy choice of fabric, Catacombs. I did 32 count Opal linen. This is it. I plan on starting this too. I think I'm gonna have four Autumn Lane projects going, is that correct? Yeah. Awesome. Might as well make it 5 somehow. Let's get in there. What's sad is that, and I also have like 2 totes that I use like those. I don't have any of those mesh bags, like I just get them on Amazon, the clear ones. Kitted up with projects that I'm not ready to start yet, but there's like 2 totes full of stuff that I'm wanting to start. So, like literally I could probably have 200 projects in rotation. All right, so this one, the Tiny Modernist, It's a Mermaid's Life. Swapped out fabric last night. I've had this kitted up for a while now, but the original fabric, it looked just like the recommended here, or what it was stitched on the sample, but I wanted something a little bit different, of course. So I pulled out this glorious piece of 32 count Opal linen, and that's what I'm going to stitch on it. And I don't know, I might pull silk sport. Super cute. My son was helping me pick out fabric last night. It's funny, so my husband and stepson were bringing all my totes here because at home there's not a quiet place in the house with 8 people. So I just had them bring them here so I could sort through, but it was still too chaotic, and I'm like, oh my god. All right, this one was what Octavia picked. So my youngest, she's 5, she has picked out this pattern for me. Every time I show her a different one, she always goes back to this. So she must really want this one. So this is what I've kitted up. Have all the goodies for it. I am gonna put it on a piece of pink chocolate, which I think will really help bring out the pinks and the purples in this design. So I don't think I'll be starting it right away, but soon. It's at least kitted up, ready to go when I feel like it. All right, and this one is on my to start list. This, I got the chart. So this is Golden Bees by Al Forrest Embroidery. This is their fabric that came with the kit. I hope you can see it. I don't know. Anyway, so they're cotton floss, and then I'm gonna stitch mine on Beehive. 32 count Opal even weave. I'm excited for this one. Bees, gnomes. That's my thing. Hey, I think I made it through them all. I would say that's a successful first Flosstube back, if I can get the words out. So yeah. I don't know when I'll do another one. Not in another 2 years, but maybe monthly, because that would make more sense to me. Or at least bi-weekly would make sense. Bi-weekly or monthly. Let's see how much stitching I get done. But thank you so much for coming back, or if you're new, welcome to my Flosstube, and I'm going to give you a quick tour of the shop now.